Immigration enforcement, it is in full force in North Carolina. Operations have happened this week in both Raleigh and in Charlotte. And today we learned the Border Patrol sweep in Charlotte has resulted in more than 250 arrests during the past few days. Good evening. This is the Fox 8 10 o'clock news. I'm Neil McNeil.
I'm Katie Nordine. As the Triad watches Border Patrol agents' actions in nearby communities, some people in our area are hiding out in their homes. Fox 8's Justin Lundy joining us now live outside Chapman and Roberts, an immigration law firm in Greensboro. Justin, their phones have been ringing more frequently. What concerns are people calling with?
Well, a lot of folks are asking attorneys what they should do if they run into a Border Patrol agent, especially as operations in North Carolina continue. It's been a busy few days over at Chapman and Roberts immigration law firm in Greensboro.
We really have had all types of clients reaching out.
Many of those reaching out are asking for advice after U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents have been seen conducting operations in two major North Carolina cities this week. Attorney Adam Roberts says many of his clients who stay right here in the Piedmont Triad are here legally.
It's clients who are going through the process, clients who have things filed for them already.
Roberts says recent immigration enforcement has created fear among some of the U.S. citizens he represents.
I definitely think there is a fear of going out and about. I know, like I said, I've had clients say that their employers have said to stay at home and not to come into work and things. So I think that overall it's just trying to kind of shelter and figure out what's gonna how long this is gonna be going on.
In the meantime, Robert says he's been giving clients what he calls a Know Your Rights packet.
Letting them know what rights they do have, if they have interactions with ICE, if ICE shows up to their house, how that ICE needs to present a judicial warrant signed by a federal judge compared to an ICE warrant in order to have authority to come into that home. And if they don't present that warrant, then they can deny their entry into the home until they're able to produce a judicial warrant signed by a federal judge.
The packet also gives federal agents instructions on behalf of Robert's clients.
If any law enforcement agency or officer wants to ask our clients questions, then they need to contact us to ask those questions. And letting them know those type of documents, or if they do have some type of status here in the United States, or pending cases and things like that, what type of documents to keep on them at all times in order to hand those over to officer.
Robert says if you have an approval notice such as a green card, to carry that around. Additionally, he suggests people to carry around a receipt notice confirming that your case has been filed with U.S. Immigration. Reported live in Greensboro, Justin Lundy, Fox 8 News.